in Asia, most of the art through is a form of spirituality, whether Tai Chi or flower arrangement. It's a school of disciplining ourselves. Father talked about dialogue as being the discipline. Discipline yourself to settle down, to enter into the relationship with oneself, with the mystery, with the divine, whatever you call that divine. And try to bring out the best out of yourself in the flower arrangements or in a design that we are doing or in a painting. So in flower arrangements, it's almost like dialoguing, allow the flowers and the leaves and everything dialogue with one another. When there's no dialogue, the flower arrangement is dead, it's no life. So the most basic shape is triangle. Any flower arrangements must have the triangle in it in order to be a living flower arrangement. If there's no triangle, there's no arrangement. Huh? So whatever triangle, look at, for example, you see these three are triangle, and this is triangle. Everything has to be in triangle, whatever shape and form, whatever direction it is. The Trinity, Father talked about the perfect union of communication, of relationship. So relationship and union is really the symbol for that is triangle. And no wonder God revealed himself as the Trinity. Huh? And so number two, I just want to simplify it. Each flower or each leaf has its place, and none is blocking another. And that's important to recognize. All the leaves, especially Japanese flower arrangements, you look at that arrangement down there, there's no, if you look from whatever corner you look, all the leaves are showing themselves. There's no leaf blocking the other leaves. So every member in the flower arrangement is important, and no one take the important role of blocking everyone else. So each has its place, and none is blocking another. The third criteria is leaving adequate space among the flowers. Each flower has enough air to breathe in order to beautify the whole. You cannot just put two flowers together and so close that they cannot breathe. So each one flower needs to have a space around them. In dialogue the same way, we cannot just put our face on the other people's face and force ourselves onto them. We have to allow people to have space to breathe before they can just listen to us. I think that's important. The number four, accent the uniqueness of each flower to enhance the beauty of the whole. We don't accent the uniqueness of the flower in order to make it become the center of everything. It's become a part of the whole. In Japanese style, leaves are the principle, so you must first arrange the leaves. And then after that, the flowers accent the sacred space. You use less flowers in Japanese style. One flower, two flowers, three leaves, and have to be odd number, cannot be even. Because the struggles lie in art. You have to learn to work together. You cannot divide into equality. You have any community relationship, we always need to have 3 or 5 or 7. You need to have an odd number to create a kind of edginess in it and force the community to move beyond the comfortable zone. So that's the same principle in philosophy and in arts. Everything has to be art. And the space is open and airy. You cannot block the space. You have to allow the space to be open. The space is more important than the flowers. And simplicity is the aim for Japanese style. In European style, flowers are the principles. The leaves are used to fill up the space. Space is open and airy. Also, we respect the necessity of space. And multiplicity is the aim in the European style, because we have the abundance of flowers. The Asian, they don't have many flowers, so they use very little flowers. And that's basically the spirituality of flower arrangement. It says a lot about dialoguing, huh? Okay. And I just want to share some of the flower arrangement I did in my church, okay? This is I talk about dialoguing, huh? Yeah, okay. There's a lot more. You one flower, two flowers, just like that painting. There's so much in it. The dialoguing go beyond words. Huh? You just do the flower, and the flower, almost like that. If you can imagine that's just one beautiful red rose, and then you have another rose coming down onto it, and you can do some leaves around it. It's beautiful. That is a flower arrangement. And we did that for Mary Mother Day, and we did that arrangement. All the flowers, you see, have its place. If you remove one flower, it has a hole in it. So every one flower has its place in adding to the beauty of it. You see the heart there. You see the heart embracing Mary, and also all the leaves down there is a Japanese style. Leaves, simple leaves. It's very inexpensive palm leaves, but you can put together in such a way they are singing. And you see triangle everywhere. Triangle here. And the leaves are not blocking one another. And all the flowers, none of them is blocking. The row is not important because it's bigger, but the small flowers underneath the yellow accent the rows. So everyone had a role in accenting the beauty of the other person. We cannot say that we are number one, the other one number two, number three. So all of us is members of the whole, okay? And all of these, I don't know what to call of that flower, all the directions moving also indications of the embracing together in one whole reality. And this is for resurrection. I did this piece of old wood I pick up in the ocean, and then I bring it up like the stone of the empty tomb, and all of the lily coming out, just using leaves. You don't need a lot of flowers. But you bring out life and vitality to it. Huh? And this is the church where I'm the pastor. I did most of the painting in the church. And this is when we have the Easter celebration, because we don't have the waterfall. So I use the fabric. I use all of the vases and create a fabric into the waterfall where the people step in to be baptized. That's the first time in Taiwan we have kind of in the pool baptism. And so I did all of the arrangement, all the natural wood, like mountain and like the waterfall. All of these vases are made out of wood. And all these flower arrangement and all these, the children's swimming pool, I buy the fabric and cover it, and I use the fabric to make like waterfall. And at night, when I turn on the light inside, so the fabric becomes translucent. It's almost like water coming down. And all these arrangements, you see that? All of these are just a very simplicity of flower arrangement, just accent the beauty of the space. And this is the Good Friday. I did very simple, the flood, the love flowing from the foot of the cross out into our hearts, in our humanity. That is our church is the Holy Spirit church, so that mosaic behind it. And this is we did for the wedding. I did for the wedding, so with the two hearts together in dialoguing one another. And all the leaves are really trying to talk to one another. Look at the leaves. They are talking to one another. And so you cannot do, when you arrange the leaves, you cannot do the leaves in one direction. They have to go to different directions. You have to allow the uniqueness, the oddity of the individuality to create the dialogue within an arrangement itself, to give it life. And I have a small teddy bear, two of them right here. It's not a very clear picture, huh? Okay, that's how I'm Maureen talk.